My name is Brian Drowis. I am from Boca Raton, Florida. I recently went on the final Completing the Journey mission to Ethiopia and Israel. We had a 4-hour plus flight from Tel Aviv to Addis Ababa, hopped back aboard a plane, and flew another 2 hours or so to Gondar. So we left the airport and went to Azezo Market, which was quite an overwhelming sensory experience. There were throngs of people everywhere. The next place we went was Kosiyeh. Kosiyeh is a mountain outlook that looks towards Sudan, where really the Ethiopian exodus to Israel began. The path that we just took is the path that Ethiopians were taking to Sudan, except 200 to 300 times over in Gondar. We started the day with a tour of the Jewish Agency Jewish Community Center, and we walked into a shacharit service, and it was just a surreal experience to see these Jews who don't look like us and halfway around the world from us having a service in Hebrew that sounds as familiar as the service at my own synagogue down the street. I met a boy at the Jewish Community Center named Hadesh Adis, and he was playing with my iPad just as my daughter does. We were able to actually tour this young boy's family home, where multiple homes were connected together. And not only were we in this home, but the matriarch of the family began pouring us coffee and did a traditional Ethiopian coffee ceremony with us. As a parent, it hit home. The struggle and the sacrifice that these families were going through were to give their children a better life and to have that life be as Jews in Israel. We drove to the airport and flew to Addis Ababa, where we first met the 58 Olim with whom we'd be traveling on their citizenship journey, their Aliyah journey to Israel. And really the excitement came as we landed. Olim were kneeling down and kissing the ground. It was a very, very powerful moment to see the full spectrum of the work that the Federation is doing, that JDC is doing, that the Jewish Agency is doing. One of the more touching moments of the trip was entering the lobby area to see the family members of the Olim waiting for them. And it was such a joyous moment to watch them be reunited with their family as the Olim came through the doorway. It hit home that while our mission was extremely joyous and rewarding and called Completing the Journey has really only begun, both for the Olim themselves and their families, as well as Israeli society. That's really the reason that I went, is to be a part of the Federation process. My new mission today begins, and that is to raise awareness and continue the fundraising efforts through Jewish Federation to help support these Olim and help support the country of Israel as we move forward into the next generations of Israeli society.